Hi, I'm Heather Yang, and I'm a student reporter with the K News LA. Today, I'm interviewing Jieun Kim, a Deputy Director of Communications at the Mayor's Office.
Hi, I'm Jieun Kim, and I'm a Deputy Director of Korean Language Communication of Mayor Bass Team. 안녕하세요. 제 이름은 김지은이고요. 저는 지금 캐런 베스 LA 시장 사무실에서 한국어 담당 Deputy Director로 일을 하고 있습니다.
How did you come about this job?
Okay, so I never thought about working for the government or politicians. I was a news reporter in the Korean media for 9 years. At that time, I saw a lot of communication or misunderstanding between the Korean community and the city. So then I wanted to help those people bridge the gap.
What does it mean to be a Deputy Director of Korean language to you?
So it's literally, it involves overseeing all aspects of communication with the Korean community and AAPI community, from crafting message to manage media relations. And it entails being a bridge between the community and the city, representing the Korean community or vice versa.
In your time working for the Mayor's team since January, that you've been able to make a significant impact in amending misunderstandings between the two communities?
So since day one, I'm in charge of just connecting to community and make Korean community feel LA city is accessible.
Mm-hmm.
So I'm trying to create some town hall meeting or roundtable. So we just did last month public safety community roundtable with Chief Dominic Choi and Mayor Karen Bass, with all Korean community leader and victims of both residential and commercial. So we were able to hear what their concern is. So we ended up making Korean translated public safety flyer and distribute the Korean community.
Yeah, recently with the senior citizens in LA, I know that the LA Metro has opened a new form of transportation for citizens who are having a hard time in Koreatown, and Mayor Karen Bass had awarded high school students involved with the situation with a certificate signed by the mayor. Did you play a part in kind of communicating between that? Or?
You mean the bus shelter?
Yeah, the bus shelters. Is that what you were referring to?
Yeah, bus shelter.
Okay. And do you consider yourself a pioneer or a role model for future positions opening for mayor's offices?
Oh, I wish. But I mean, if I can inspire any young generation to be involved in Korean government, even though intern or any kind of help language accessible, I think that will be great.
Okay. And what kinds of resources are you using to kind of bridge the language barrier between the Korean community and the city council?
So in terms of resources, I'm reading a Korean newspaper like Korea Times, Korea Daily, of course K News LA, and TV station like SBS, KBS, MBC, and lots of Korean media outlets. So I'm kind of reviewing everything, and if anything need to be reported to the mayor, I just pull up, make a bullet point and just deliver to our deputy mayor, communications of deputy mayor, so he can forward it to the mayor what the issue is.
And what does being a Deputy Director of Communications mean to you and your community?
I think the most important thing, my role is to bridge the gap between Korean community and the city. So meaning I need to write all the resources in Korean, the city resources, so they can actually use the resources in the right way. So that's what I'm trying to do right now.
Okay, and what has been your biggest career accomplishment so far?
Gosh, I literally joined in January. So it's been 4 months. So, but since day one, I wanted to have Korean community town hall meeting and Korean community roundtable with Korean media as well. So we just had public safety Korean community roundtable, it's open to the press. So we invited Korean community leaders and invited LAPD Chief Choi, Interim Chief Choi, and of course Mayor Bass, sitting together, and we discussed about how the Koreatown keeps safe. So at that time, lots of victims were there, so they shared their concern, both residential and commercial advice. So we just kind of share the idea how to protect the K-town. So Mayor Bass really want to like consider as next step is there's lots of public safety resources in English. So now we are the one who deliver the message in Korean. So we kind of Korean community feel like it's accessible.
That's amazing. So I know that there's a deputy director of communications for Spanish as well, and Southern California especially has a lot of different regions kind of overlapping with languages. Do you ever find yourself working with the deputy director of Spanish as well, or?
So as you mentioned, right now we have a deputy director of Spanish language, communications, and Korean language. So only 2 foreign language, but we expect hire more like distance.
Right.
But my position often revolves around the language specific and culture considerations. For example, while the core responsibilities of crafting message and managing media relations remain the same, the language used may vary significantly. So additionally, understanding culture sensitive and preference becomes crucial when communicating in different language, as certain phrases or approaches may be perceived differently. So what that means is I'm trying to my best to like collaborate with other language deputy, so we can make minority accessible.
So public safety, homelessness, and small businesses, as in like Korean store merchants, or what kind of
small business, very mom and pop business.
Right.
They all like struggle during the pandemic, and they're trying to help by getting some resources, connect with LA County like grants program.
Right.
And even though the business who want to apply for LA City business, they kind of the permit, they just cut the red tape for the permit processing is too long, so take too long. So we kind of like cut it short.
Yeah, so you facilitate the amount of time that it takes to process these permits. Okay. I guess in terms of homelessness, what have you done so far, or what are your goals with homelessness? Do you seek to put these people into a shelter, or what's the?
So right now, Mayor Bass is trying to do is we have called Inside Safe program, this operation. So it's voluntary program that we ask the homeless to go inside, like voluntary program. So we every week we have 1 or 2 operations in each council district. So it's all collaborate partnership with city council offices. So we in March we've done in K-Town, RFK Park in Alexandria.
Right.
So they have like almost 30 homeless people there. So we're successfully moved them to the interim shelter with service they need. So they'll never come back in debt. But
Okay. And then what was the last one? Homelessness, small businesses, and
public safety.
Okay, public safety we have already talked about a little bit, so I can roll clips on that. But are there any specific projects that you would like to talk about?
So in terms of public safety, we just announced the 2024-2025 fiscal year budget announcement last week. So we have we have a goal of budget increase of LAPD hiring. So that's what related to public safety. Mayor Bass really considered important about LAPD increasing the hire.
Okay. And how is your job at the city council compared or contrasted to your job at the mayor's office?
Mayor's office is a lot busier. So city council office just like control city wide, like city council districts, which means we have 15 council districts in LA. So with council office, we only cover like that council district.
Right.
But as a mayor's office, we have to control citywide. So it's lots of work and lots of community requests we can deal with.
Okay.